Swing studio we're here at Peel's Golf Club. And what we're going to talk about is, this is the first video I've done of 2018, or of golf tips of 2018. What I'm going to talk about is 5 of my best tips for 2018 in order for you to improve on your game, okay? So first tip I'm going to talk about is, imagine there's a wall behind me, okay? So if I was to go against this wall, you can see me in the camera, okay? So this is the best drill that you can use is trying to shallow the shaft on the downswing, okay? So if I was to get into my backswing position and I can run, or first of all you need to feel this drill by dragging the handle along the wall, okay? But if you look at that, if I was to come over the top, what happens is that club shaft steepens and the club dislodges itself from the wall, and what happens is if people extend, that shaft is in quite a steep position as well. So to try and initiate the backswing, feel like you're dragging the club along the wall. What happens is, if you're doing that, you'll be able to keep posture and you'll be able to keep your position as you created that address, so keeping good angles, okay? So tip 2, I'm going to talk, obviously covered in tip 1, just try and feel like you're shallowing the shaft by dragging the club head down the wall. So we're not pulling on the club too early, that steepens the shaft and that causes L extension over the top, okay? So tip 2, I want you to focus on, pretend this is called laser butt madness. So if there's pretend that there's a laser coming at the top end of my golf club, okay? So what happens is, if this is related to a chicken wire and an old club face, okay? So what happens is, if people have an old club face, that laser butt, or the butt end of the club, hasn't fully rotated over, so that butt end is pointing away from you, okay? So what I want to try and do is try and eliminate that, okay? So if I was to come through and I was to have a chicken wing, then obviously the disconnection between left forearm and body from my sternum, that butt end would rotate over, so I can still see the butt end of the club, okay? So what I want you to try and focus on is try and get that butt end of the club to point towards target, okay? So if I was to get into a good position, feel like that my right hand is obviously released over my left hand because the butt end's pointing towards target, okay? So feel it coming through impact, butt end points towards target, okay? So that way again, and just try and initiate that fall through. Tip 3, what I'm going to talk about is a drill called the motor, okay? So what happens is, this will stop L extension, swaying, sliding, early release and loss of posture, okay? So what happens is, too many golfers get top of the backswing and then the early release because they don't fully use their pivot properly, okay? So I want everyone to sort of take their club in their hands, turn it around the opposite way, okay? So what happens is, take the lead hand off, or take the trail hand off the club, and what I want you to do is just feel like you're pulling with your left arm, okay? So pulling with the left arm all the way through. And what happens is, if I pull my left arm, that tucks my right elbow in, okay? And then change hands as I get to the top, and then pull with your left, pull with your right arm, so that it's come back down. So, too many golfers who don't use their pivot properly, what happens is they get top of the backswing, they'll push too much towards the right side, okay? So we're eliminating this right side on the way through. Pull with the left hand first. What happens is, my weight's more static over the top of the golf ball. As I come back through, then I want to use my right hand, okay? So, same thing again. If I take it to the top of the bat, so if I can actually see myself in the mirror, come back, then if I was to come back down the way, then that would be initiated. Another one you can use is mobile phone madness. I mean, this is a part of every minute of everyday life. It would be a lie if you say you never used it, okay? So, I want to use this is mobile madness. I want everyone to try and grab their mobile phone, and what we'll do, this will effectively work on your wrist angles, okay? So I'll chuck it out of the way. So if I get into the top, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my camera to point to the sky all the time, okay? So if I was to put it in my hand, right, I want the camera to point, so if I was to take the club, if there's no club in my hand, my phone halfway back, okay, so I want the camera to point towards the ground, okay, so basically the camera's the grooves, and I want that to point to the ground, okay. Then I get to the top of the backswing, camera's pointing to the sky, that's in a board position, okay, and as I come back down, camera points out towards away from my right foot. Then as I come back through, camera points towards ground. Then as I come through again, points to the sky again. So just try and get into the habit of doing that, okay? So mobile phone madness, right? So obviously if you were trying to do that, that's closing the club face. So if that camera was pointing towards the ground for too long at the top, then that's where the club face will be slightly open. Okay, and number 5 is called keeping the club low. Okay, so this stick is basically a drill for you to focus on just trying to eliminate the high handle through impact and obviously early extension, okay, as I've explained many times today. So if I take the club backswing, our goal is to try and keep everything low, okay? So the moment we early extend and swing over the top, that's where everything gets quite high, shaft plane gets quite high, the shaft gets very vertical. Okay, so what we need to do is try and keep everything low and left, okay? So I feel like we're moving this is at the angle of our shaft, okay? So if we shank the golf ball, we've got quite high handle where the club face is open, okay? So what we need to do is try and keep everything low and left to this stick, okay? So if I take the club back, my hands are staying inside this. So my hand path is staying inside the shaft plane, okay? So the moment my hands get outside the shaft plane, that's where it's going to, all the consistency is going to go awry, okay? So if I was to keep the club low and left come through impact, okay? And as I come through, I'll be able to release the club properly, okay? So just focus on that, right? So 5 things we've kind of talked about there to just try and improve on, obviously, your game. Let me know, and if you find my tips helpful, subscribe to my channel at Allan Golf, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram at Allan Golf. Thank you.